Welcome to my second presentation on collaborative and network governance. This is Arita Samuda, a doctorate student at the California Baptist University, and this is in partial fulfillment for the coursework for DPA 740 Collaborative and Networked Governance. In this week's presentation, I will be talking about accountability in the face of authority, resources, and legitimacy. Accountability, being one of the pillars of public administration, is a pillar with a drive towards transparency, efficiency, and effectiveness for the greater good of all. In fact, accountability can simply be defined as a process whereby public agencies and civil servants operate within the public administration in order to answer to the public directly or through the parliament for public policy purposes, financial management, and administrative discretion. Accountability may be one of the strongest reasons why public and private partnerships exist in the first place. However, there are other dynamics that speak to the success of collaboration, and such dynamics as sources of power. So the sources of power are authority, where capacity and responsibility resides. Resources could be tangible or intangible, and legitimacy, which also has authority and discursive legitimacy as well. This means that the participant with the highest authority or the most resources may be able to positively or negatively influence whatever project is on ground. Now, PODI 2012 noted that in collaborative context, the relational and perceptual aspects of power may be as important as the objective ability to command resources. While this statement may be true, it means that there is the possibility of the outcome being positive, and there's also the possibility of the outcome being negative, in that where authority, resources, and legitimacy lie in the wrong domain, it could be abused, thereby causing the process of collaboration to either be stalled or cause negativity between the participants. Having discussed the roles of authority, resources, and legitimacy in collaboration, it is important to note that there are other obstacles to an effective collaborative process. Obstacles such as conflicting agency goals and missions, rigid administrative and legal procedures, constrained financial resources, questions surrounding authority, transparency, and accountability, and favored participants being those with high resources and power. These obstacles to effective collaborative process present themselves in the form of power disparity among participants. This can be noticed in the number of representatives per agency, participation in terms of resources, authority or legitimacy, voice, how strongly each participant is heard. Apart from power disparity among participants, there are other concerns about power regarding power in collaborative processes. One of the concerns is adequate power, adequate versus inadequate power. While adequate power is needed to convince stakeholders, some participants, most times the government agencies, are both conveners and participants. At this point, the process becomes skewed because the dominant participant, being the government, would exert more power, and the other party, being less powerful, may be excluded or co-opted by other dominant participants, thereby losing their voice. Going further would be other participants, such as the non-governmental organizations, who may possess discursive power. However, this discursive power does not come into play until they are able to influence information presented during negotiations. So while relational and perceptual aspects of power may be as important as the objective ability to command resources, there are also other drivers that could make for an effective collaborative process, thereby enhancing accountability. These drivers are shared motivation, checked power and influence, application of suitable and effective methods and tools, facilitative leadership, deliberative space, and a process devoid of coercion. I'd like to thank you for your time for listening to and reading through my slides, and I hope I've been able to bring some valid points to you with regards to power and collaboration, as well as legitimacy of this power. Stay tuned. I do hope to bring you more slides shortly, and thanks again for your time. God bless.